I'm here in Blackpool with Keir Starmer as he campaigns in an upcoming by-election. Is he prepared to be Prime Minister in a new, more turbulent world with the prospect of President Trump 2.0 in the White House? He promises to make levelling up a reality. But are his plans really ambitious enough to make a difference for places like this? And as he doubles down on his support for Britain's military, is Starmer successfully distancing himself from the Corbyn era?
There's a real sense that instead of being levelled up, Blackpool has gone backwards. Here we're on the seafront here, very nice. Go 2 streets back beyond here, and you'll see real property.
Is levelling up the idea which was introduced by Boris Johnson at the last election? Is that, as an idea, as a phrase, something that you would commit to in office?
At the last election, Boris Johnson and the Conservatives tapped into something which is really real for people. The tragedy is they didn't deliver on that.
We're here in Blackpool. If you don't mind me revealing the tricks of the trade, we didn't get a train all the way here. Lots of people say that the train links in this part of the country are not great.
Go anywhere around here and people will say to you, we don't have the transport infrastructure and links that we need. That needs to be fixed.
Do you think HS2 needs to be part of the answer to improving northern connectivity?
I can't commit to simply going back to HS2. What I can commit to, and it's particularly relevant here in the northwest, is working with local elected leaders and mayors to come up with a transport strategy that works for them. What they're saying to me at the moment is Northern Powerhouse Rail, the links between cities in the north, is vitally important, and I agree with that.
It's very possible that Donald Trump will return to the White House at the start of the next year. Your team has, I think, quite close links to parts of the Biden administration. Have you had any contact with the Trump team?
Well, look, you're right, we do have close links with the Biden administration. That is very important to us, particularly in terms of our history, our traditions and our values as a Labour Party. But ultimately, later this year, it falls to the American people to decide who they want as their president, and I will deal with whoever is the president of America. The special relationship, the long-standing relationship that we've had, not least on nuclear deterrence, is far stronger than the identity of the next president of the US.
Have you had any outreach or ties with the Trump campaign, the Trump operation so far?
No.
One of the issues that's also of huge concern to eye-readers is the state of Britain's waterways, rivers and lakes. Do you think the regulation of the water industry needs a fundamental overhaul?
We need to change the focus. I think we need to have better enforcement of the regulations in place. I think we should look at further regulation where that would help. I also do believe in the principle of responsibility and liability going to the top of an organisation. Having run a public service with statutory obligations on me as the head of that service, I know what it feels like to bear personal responsibility. I also think, and we've advocated, that obviously bonuses should not be being paid within parts of the sector where the pollution is as bad as it is. This beach here, by the way, you couldn't swim in last week because of the pollution.
How worried are you about the development of artificial intelligence?
People tend to fall into 2 camps with AI. They're either sort of look at the opportunities or look at the threats. I'm in the first camp, so I look at the opportunities. I think the opportunities are profound. There is obviously, the potential, if this is not properly regulated, that it doesn't develop in a way which is in the interests of all communities and everybody within the UK. That's why we've advocated regulation.